You don't fix a disconnected marriage by talking more, right? You don't just, no. You don't fix your disconnected marriage or LTR or relationship by talking more. No. You fix it by leading better, right? Leading better. What do I mean by that? So, well, let's first, like, does it feel like she's lost respect for you? How, you pulled away, or she's pulled away, or you're just checking out emotionally? Does your relationship feel like that? And what the real problem there is, it's not about what she's doing, it's about what you've stopped being, in my opinion, right? So this is my relationship breakdown as well. So, men who lose themselves trying to make the marriage work, in a sense, often kill attraction and respect, right? The way we gotta do it is a bit different, like, because same thing. Intimacy dies when leadership dies, in my opinion. And it boils down to leadership, in my opinion. Like, my relationship has gotten so much better, so much happier when I've picked up the leadership role, right? And why respect becomes before intimacy. So let's jump in. Why respect comes before intimacy. So a woman can feel safe opening up emotionally or physically to a man she respects, right? She cannot feel safe to a man or open up or emotionally, physically to a man she does not respect, right? So it's not going to happen. They don't. So like nice guy behavior, which is the people pleasing, fear of conflict, passive, withdrawal. This kills the dynamic. This kills the polarity, right? I struggle to say that word for some odd reason. I don't know why, but it kills that. Like it kills that attraction. It kills that sexual tension, right? Because a man should be assertive, should be bold, should be grounded and able to take it, right? And lead, right? Because respect is not demanded, but it's inspired, right? So respect, when you don't demand respect in a sense, you do, but it's more of it's inspired, right? By the way you behave, you show people how to respect you, and they are inspired to respect you because they want to be with you, they want to be around you, right? So how can you see if you've lost her respect, right? So let's see the signs that you've lost the respect. She stops sharing her thoughts or feelings with you. Um, a massive one is, this one can be up and down, but this one, the next one, this is, she's cold, she's sarcastic, or indifferent. Not doesn't really care. Just that is, and then there's also the she tests you more, right? Which is, and I think it is called the shit tests and stuff. I think that's the term now. Yeah, shit tests, right? But just in general, she tests you more, right? And when you say something, she's gonna test it because your track record so far shows that you don't stick to it, you don't lead, you apologize for it, you don't actually mean it. So she's gonna test you, and you're gonna crumble or you're gonna react, and that's just gonna cut it off. It's gonna cut that attraction down even further, right? So you don't want to fail these tests. But anyway, that's this one. Physical affection becomes rare or mechanical. In other words, it's either that a physical affection, the touching and the whatever, that becomes non-existent, or it becomes kind of a mechanical, as in it's done just to do it. It's just there. There's not. You can't feel any love in it. You can't feel any, say love, but any desire in it, right? So how do we rebuild respect and intimacy? Well, I put down here 5 core shifts, right? There's 5 core shifts that I've got here. And these are just like a crash course, right? So these are the main ones, but you want to incorporate these into your life, into your relationship, right? So the first one is stop seeking emotional reassurance. Hi. That I'm telling that to myself mostly, yeah. Like, lead emotionally instead of clinging. Just lead. Stop trying to, like, are you okay with that? Is it right? Is it fine? Yeah. Don't. No. Stop seeking emotional reassurance. Just lead, right? Make your choice. Whether it's right or wrong, you live with it, you adapt, you test, you adjust, you learn, and you become better. But first, just lead. Set your own direction again. Right? So purposeful men are attractive, right? Aimless men aren't. When you don't need to. Everyone's saying you have to have so much cash, you have to have all of this stuff. No, if you are a purposeful man, you have a direction, you have a plan, you're going somewhere. That is attractive. Women will still bet on you. Let's put it that way. Take ownership without self-blame. Number 3, take ownership without self-blame. So admit where you lost yourself, and then correct it with a calm action, right? So don't blame yourself. As I said earlier, like, you choose the direction, you go, you pivot, you change. You say, oh crap, okay, this is not the correct way, correct direction. Okay, we need to make a few adjustments here, right? Don't blame yourself. Just take the ownership, where you've lost yourself, and then correct it with a calm action. So if you've exploded, okay, that happened. Okay, so now I need to learn from that, not do it again, right? And be number 4. Be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Right? What do I mean by that? Stillness. Again, stillness. I'm keep going back to stillness. Grounded energy. Right? This attracts trust. Put it that way. So when you are just grounded, just present, just here, and she's able to have her episodes and her emotional explosions. Well, not explosions, but she tests you and she has these emotional moments. You are grounded, you are present, you are able to take it without exploding, without blaming, without doing any of those things. That starts to reassure her, okay, well, he's starting to take the lead again. He's starting to be here. He's starting to be the rock. I can start trusting him again with certain things, right? And then number 5 is rekindle the polarity with presence. I keep saying it's presence, but real intimacy starts with emotional safety, right? So not the tactics, not the no. Emotional safety. She needs to feel that, as I said in the previous one, that she can have these emotional states, and you're still there. You're still a rock. Doesn't necessarily mean she can walk all over you. Doesn't mean you're going to take everything. You're going to have boundaries, and you say, okay, well, this is going past the boundary, right? Calmly, presently, without shouting, without being angry. Just, this is going to go across the boundary. Please, I'm not going to take it. We can pause the conversation here and have it again later, whatever, right? So, I want you to, here's a bit of a challenge or a thought process, something to journal if you want, but I want you to ask yourself, like really sit and ask yourself, would you follow the man you are today, right now, in this moment? Would you be someone that you would follow, right? So that is something you can ask yourself. This week, I would like the challenge for this week, right? The challenge is lead from stillness, or today's challenge is, set a tone, let her feel calm or your certainty. Let her feel your calm, your certainty, and start rekindling that attraction. Start rekindling that trust, that bond, and that intimacy. See if that intimacy comes up. I mean, it won't always. You can't. I won't say you will always be able to fix it. Some might be too far gone. But this is a start. This is a start on how to fix it, how to rekindle that respect and that intimacy in your relationship, or in your marriage, or your LTR, whatever it is you have. As I have started on this journey, I've got my purpose. I've learning these things as I go. I mean, I've got great feedback from my wife about these things that I'm implementing. So these are things I'm implementing or trying to implement. I won't say I'm perfect, but I'm on the journey of implementing these things in my relationship, and I must say it is far better now than what it was. The attraction and the intimacy is a while back, and as I said, she's given me great feedback of she actually feels safer, feels more, has more trust because of the way I'm leading, and because I have got things, because I say, okay, here's a boundary. Like, she respects that, she loves that. So so these are the steps. Thanks for joining, gents. Comment down below what are some of these that you would like to implement, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.